Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Hope you guys are keeping well. Welcome back everyone. For those that are new to the channel, I review a lot of audio products, headphones and associated gear. I also look at the cameras on smartphones. I'm a photographer as well. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to show you what's in this box and then I'm going to talk about the sound quality of this and what I think. So let's check out the box first. So let's take a look at what you get in the box. So if you flip this over, you get all the various specifications. It's had an improvement in terms of some of the internals. So the main digital engine has gone from an 8-core XMOS chip to a 16-core. And that just means that everything just sounds so much better in terms of its playback. It's also gone from an MQA renderer to an MQA decoder. So there are some real improvements there. It still has the option of balanced 4.4 output at the rear. So you've got that there as well. It's got a new and improved low jitter clock with the 20 dB better performance. And you have all the various, you still have the power match adjustment, true bass. I mean, the bass response from this is fantastic, but if you wanted more, because you felt you wanted more, you've got that, and it's done in analog, not the digital domain, so that's really fantastic. Analog volume control runs through some specifications, which I'm sure you can find on iFi's website, and it's got a decent output. So open the box, you get the warranty card here, you get the instruction guide showing you what each of the controls do. So power match, high-low, true bass, high-low, analog control. It shows you the different colors that you get. So if you're using Tidal and you've got MQA Studio, they'll go blue. If it's just standard MQA, it goes green. Magenta is the original sample rate. Yellow is the lowest. White is the next one up. Cyan and red's the DSD. But it's all quite straightforward, and I do like these little cards, and they have the specs as well, because they're just really neat and tidy. Now I have taken this out and I have been using this extensively before I've done this review, but I'll just show you the unit now. You have the front, so you have the volume here, like so. 6.3, 4.4, does come with a 2-inch adapter, so you can use that to plug 3.5 headphones into this. True bass on and off, power match on and off as well. Got some rubber feet on the bottom. On the rear, you have your RCAs, your balanced output, variable or fixed. You have cable here for your digital input, and you have the optional power supply. Does make a difference using the power supply. In terms of cables, I'll show you what cables you get. So this is the 6.3 adapter that I said you get, which is nice. I've got plenty of these. I still think it's very good. So included. You also get, which you're going to need, is the cable, which is the USB into the DAC, and then your USB-A, and you can, if you've got USB-C, just get an adapter like so. Works very well, and it does come with a pair of RCA cables. So let's talk about sound quality now. So now you've had a chance to look at what's in the box. What's the difference between version 1 and version 2? They look the same pretty much. The reason it sounds better is it's gone from an 8-core to a 16-core XMOS chip. So now, instead of being an MQA renderer, it can fully decode MQA. So if you listen to Tidal, stuff like that, you'll be very pleased. Also, when you're listening to Tidal, I noticed that it had 2 different colours on the knob. It changes colour depending on what bit rate you're listening to. So it's got different colours from green to blue. So if you're listening to full master quality, it's blue, and I think it was green if it wasn't master studio quality, but just the master. So you did have that differential. It's also got a new and improved low jitter clock, which has a 20 dB improvement. But you can have all these specs, but ultimately, does it make a difference with sound? I think it does. I did use it with the iPowerX power supply, which is a 5-volt 3-amp supply, and I do recommend actually picking that up as well. You can use it without using the USB power from your laptop, but obviously if you have the dedicated power supply, it does lift the dynamics that little bit more. In terms of the difference in sound quality, it's precision with the instruments. So if you're listening, so these are the tracks that I used. If you're listening to some of these tracks where they've got guitars playing or drums, or you've got a vocalist, you can hear the voice much more defined. Instruments and playing are more defined. But what I really like is the Burbank chipset. It's not a sterile sound, it's a very engaging, very moving sound. So you've just improved the dynamics, the headroom. Overall, it's got a good sound stage. And I was listening to headphones from Sennheiser. You probably saw, you can see, might be able to see to my right, I've got the Bear Dynamics, the DT990 Pros. They are really good. I was using Sandaras and some the cheaper, the new 400 HiFiMan 400 SE. They work very well with this actually, as do the Bear Dynamics. For anything I've thrown with this, from IEMs to over the headphones, absolutely no problem at all. It's a great little desktop amp. But it just has that versatility to do the MQA as well. But it goes back to the main differences with all this, the chip and everything else, is just making that sound more articulate. So I was listening to some female vocalists, and the voices are just fantastic. I mean, very, very musical sound. So it's not a cold, it's not overwarm either, but it's just got this sound that when you put them on, you don't want to take your headphones off, you just want to keep listening to the music. And that extra dynamics, that extra clarity, there's less noise, so that brings out the best in the music. And it didn't matter if I was actually listening to Tidal at Masters or listening to Apple Music, which is the AAC at 256 bitrate. It all sounded really good. I like the versatility as well, so you can have the balanced out. So if you're going to use some passive, go to an amp, or if you're going to have some active speakers, you can use this as the amp to preamp to your active speakers. All in all, it's a very, very good little DAC. Absolutely love it. I'll answer any questions you've got, so don't forget to ask down below. This is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Take care, guys. Bye for now.